Today, I will be talking about a recent situation that happened on Twitter, and it's kind of just like every other situation that happens on Twitter. A bunch of people get mad about something super small. But to go on, the people who used Twitter yesterday had a complete meltdown over a change on the platform. Twitter has had some new changes recently under the new owner Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and SpaceX. He is also one of, if not the richest man in the world. Under the new ownership, one of the first things he did was change how verification works, which was controversial at the time, and I think kind of still is. He also did some other changes I can't really remember, as some of y'all will probably know in the comments down below, that were pretty controversial, or just kind of like maybe a little small, or maybe just something that people really didn't like for a reason or two. Another one that he did was that he banned Kanye West and then still hasn't had him on the platform, despite unbanning a bunch of other people that could seem controversial or publicly hated. Unbanned Kanye, by the way, yay 24. Although some of the changes he did were controversial, he did some other acts, such as unbanning people that were previously banned, like Andrew Tate and even Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States. He even exposed the old owners and managers of Twitter and the stuff that they were doing behind the scenes on the platform, and to some people's accounts. Some of the things that they were doing were very sketchy and even political moves, as they would try to make certain political figures hard to search up on Twitter that were running for certain places in government positions, and they also had people banned that have more modern, extreme opinions. But now the big thing people are mad about started with one tweet from Elon Musk announcing this, saying, "To address extreme levels of data scrapping and system manipulation, we've applied the following temporary limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 posts a day, unverified accounts to 600 posts a day, and new unverified accounts to 300 posts a day." If you don't know what data scrapping and system manipulation means, it basically means messing with the app's data, any information in it, and the platform, from my understanding at least. Maybe someone else can describe it better in the comments. I'm not a big tech guy, so I'm not sure, but maybe it's a big issue on the app. I watched Some Ordinary Gamer's video on this subject because he knows a lot about tech stuff, and from what I got from the video, data scrapers and system manipulating is referring to bots like AI and ChatGPT. And data scraping and system manipulation can apparently cause the platform that's having to deal with it, lose a lot of money. I kind of thought at first there maybe was data leaks, like Facebook and other apps have data leaks at times as well. But overall, I'm not completely sure. I'm just assuming myself. And while trying to fix the issue, I guess, is why they did it, you could only see a certain amount of tweets a day. People who are verified, which you can now pay for, can see 6,000 tweets a day, max, and unverified accounts could only see 600 tweets a day, max, and new accounts that weren't verified could only see 300 posts a day, max. He would, after a while, up in the amount that you could see in a day. 10K posts a day if you were verified, 1K posts if you were unverified, and you could only see 500 posts a day if you were unverified on a new account. I don't really see how what they did by letting people only see a certain number of tweets change anything or fix anything. Maybe someone in the comments down below can explain. But everyone seems super angry about this for whatever reason. Even getting stuff like RIP Twitter trending on its own app, as well as some other things of the sort. Some said Elon was even killing Twitter, and Twitter was dead now because of this new change. Moist Critical made a tweet saying, "I couldn't imagine a more effective way of killing this app, aside from just shutting it down outright. This is a huge step in self-destruction. I can't help but be impressed." He even went on to make a video about it. The video was titled, "Twitter is Actually Dying." In this video, he brings up how people who use Twitter as a news source could have an issue with this, as well as some other points. He was right in some of these areas, but also at the same time, he was quite aware that this was a temporary issue, which is I'm going to be talking about and bringing up again later. So it didn't really make sense on why he kept acting like this was such a big deal. He also tried to bring up that this was possibly a push for people to buy Twitter Blue. One of the main things is Some Ordinary Gamers and Moist Critical both brought up that social media and its main goal is to keep you on there for as long as possible, which is true, but I don't think this temporary thing really nukes or kills the app like what people are saying. In the end, people aren't going to leave or switch from Twitter. People brought this up in the comments and I saw it, and they're completely right. No one is going to switch from Twitter. No one's going to leave Twitter because of this. And Elon is quite confident and knows that. And if a bunch of people do leave, it's not a significant amount, and they'll probably come back within less than a month. From Elon Musk's word himself, he said that they've even broken their record of highest amount of users on the platform, and they broke it like a week or two ago. One of the big things for me is not even Mudahar or some ordinary gamers brings up a better way to deal with the issues they are trying to fix, which is something that Moist Critical talks about a little bit, but doesn't say. He basically says, oh, I don't know how to fix it, but I feel like there's a better way. Which kind of surprised me, as I thought he would bring up a better way of doing all this. So maybe this was the only way to really fix the issue. If there is another way to fix this issue, let me know in the comments down below. As honestly, I have no idea. I'm not a big tech person, and you all will know. To be honest, I have no idea why everyone was angry. This caused such a huge reaction on Twitter. Everyone was calling Elon Musk dumb and all this other like heinous stuff, saying that they're killing the app, nuking it, F Elon, and all this random crazy stuff. But Elon Musk says in the tweet itself that it's only temporary. And to be honest, at most, I thought it'd be just like a week. And some people were saying 72 hours max, which is completely good guesses. Another thing is that apps and websites gotta go down or do something like this to fix issues or do changes. People were acting like this is a permanent thing and getting mad at it for no reason. And spoiler alert, the rate limit that they had got took off the app the same day it was put on. From what people are saying, I guess. I'm not completely sure though. Maybe it was because everyone complained, or they did what they had to do with that rule set and took it off as soon as they could. And this was low-key a blessing, as some people could really use some time away from Twitter. And I didn't have to see as many stupid tweets today, all because of this big issue that went on. And the thing is, half the time I get on Twitter, I end up wanting to blow my brains out afterwards. To be honest, I only saw the "you are at your rate limit" notice once during my whole time. And from what it looks like, whenever you had your rate limit, you couldn't really refresh your feed. For me at least, I couldn't refresh my For You section on Twitter. Some people couldn't look at comments on tweets or even tweets on a whole account. This made me more so wonder how many tweets we look at in a day. Someone tried to do a speed run of making a new Twitter account and trying to get the limit as fast as possible, and they did it in around 2.5 minutes. This included them making an account and going through all that stuff. But if you were realistic and you had an older account that wasn't one of the new ones that only had 300, you could probably get away with a lot more time. Like me, myself, I had a long time on the app, to be honest. I wasn't really even trying to limit my time either on Twitter whenever this was going around, and I was able to just spend my usual amount. But if you weren't speedrunning it and you're kind of using it regularly, you could probably honestly use at least half of your time, maybe a bit more, on it. I lasted most of the day on what I was allowed, and to be honest, I was kind of surprised, and I only saw the your rate limit thing once, and then after a while it kind of just left, like it wasn't really an issue anymore. I don't really know. The whole thing was weird, and it didn't seem like to be a big issue for me like it would be for some other people. The thing is, I don't use Twitter an extreme amount, but you can make sure to go follow me there at PERK3030, link in the description, by the way. All I really do on Twitter is I'll go on there, try to troll some dumb creator and get blocked, say some outlandish things every once in a while, put my 2 cents in on some tweets, say something funny, update people when the next video is coming out, retweet some things and look at funny memes for a little bit, and multiple times a day for a minute or two each time, I'll go to an account that's filled with my dirty desires. That's the only time I reach the rate limit. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you all thought about this in the comments down below in this whole situation. My only problem with this whole rate limit thing is that this happened the same day Sean Strickland was fighting. And I just wanted to see my MMA account tweets, man. Like, I just wanted to see, like, updates on what people were saying and stuff. And, you know, go through the comment section on UFC posts. Like, that's all I wanted to do. But other than that, I was fine. And besides that, my only other problem with Twitter is that they haven't unbanned Kanye West yet, aka Ye. Elon, please unban Ye, man, please. Twitter's so boring without him. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, at PERK3030, and check out my last video about Mizzy, which was uploaded not too long ago. More videos like that are on the way. I know some people wanted me to talk about Nova, Paul Breach, and a bunch of other people. Make sure to go check out the TikTok is Protecting Awful People video. But with all that said, in the end, I'm PERK30, and...
In conclusion, is the perfect example of what zero pussy does to a motherfucker.
Ever seen Family Guy? Yeah, someone told me I look like a hybrid of Selena Gomez and Peter Griffin one time.
Can you say Lois?
No.
Brian.
Jesus Christ. All right, listen, let's take it back a notch.